If you join, just say hi, say where you are joining from. Yeah, just say where you are joining from. Hello, I'll wait like for 2 minutes and then I will continue. So I'm waiting for you people to come online. Yeah. Today is also very hot where I am. I have said that I am in Austria and the temperature have been really high in the last days. So when you join, just say hi and tell me how my audio is, where you are joining from. Yeah, I really love doing these lives because I know that it brings a lot of support to people who are really working on themselves. It helps like to ground you, like to be consistent when you have somewhere that you can go and you feed your spirit. Yeah, so if you happen to come live, just say hi. I'll be starting on the 2 minutes mark. Yeah, hello. Today I am wearing the authentic t-shirt. I like these t-shirts. I have some. If you like one, you can write. I'll send you and your size. So there are sometimes, in life, many times, hello, Ashi Chopra. Hi, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Welcome. If you are joining for the first time, welcome. Feel at home. This is where you arise. Thank you. I am fine. I hope you're fine. Yeah, so this is the channel where you raise your vibration, where you grow, where you ascend, where you do your inner work, where you stay grounded, where you tap to your authentic self and remain there. So if you like these kind of things, continue listening or continue joining when I have the lives, and you can also like go back to listen to the lives because I leave them saved in the live playlist. So I am from Austria, but originally I come from Kenya. I have lived in Austria like for many years. This is now like this is my home. I feel more at home here. So today I am doing something different because this week I am not talking on the sense of getting rich. I have picked on another series. So I'll be talking on spiritual things. And today I want to talk about foundations. Uh, Today I was doing a post on Instagram on Proverbs 11:3, where it says, if the foundations are what does it? If the foundation are broken, what can the righteous do? And it is that verse came to me when I started thinking or remembering remembering that your foundations or somebody's foundations, the foundation that you have, the spiritual foundation that you have, the mental foundation that you have, that is where you build your life on. That is where you live, you build your life on. Even people who are righteous, like even people like who are like godly, like they are hi, Fiesa Cute. Hello from Indonesia. Hello, yeah. I hope you are getting me loud and clear. Okay, you can follow me on Instagram. I think I have like my links. Yeah, so I was saying that about foundations. And when I say about foundation, that verse was coming with a different revelation this time, because I was starting to understand that even good people, God-loving people, when you have a wrong mental foundation, like from your background, like from where you were born, from your childhood, from religion, from the culture that you have, if you have a wrong mental foundation, and I'm coming to that, you can do whatever you want to do, but if the foundation is wrong, you are not going to establish your life in the right way. You'll do everything, you'll do your best, you are hardworking. Even we say something like finances, you are hardworking, you are working very, very hard, you are a good person, you are generous. It is not like you are stealing, but you see, you cannot come to abundance because you have a wrong foundation. You have a wrong foundation. When I'm talking about foundation, what am I talking about? I am talking about your mindset. I am talking about your belief system. Because from the ages of like when you are born till like you are around, I believe, 7 years or even more, or even as a teenager, you are building your belief system. And you are building your belief system from your parents, from your culture, from everything around you. Because when you are born, like your mind is empty, and everything else, it is put by your parents, by your culture, by your environment, and it becomes your belief system. And lo and behold, when you adapt a wrong belief system, and that happens most of the times, I believe almost more than 90% of the times, people adopt wrong mindsets. If you get a wrong mindset, you are going to build your life on that. And when you start to build your life on that, you see that you will not be established. Like if it is like financially, you find that, as I was saying, you are hardworking, you are doing everything, but you are not abundant. You are not coming to your abundant self. You are not becoming rich. You are not like having your breakthrough. Why? Because you have a wrong foundation. You have a wrong belief. You have a wrong mindset when it comes to money. So you can even find yourself that money comes in your life, but you cannot hold it. It is all in the foundation that you have been building on. Another thing that even can happen is in relationships. When you have a wrong mindset, you can try in relationships and you find that you are not breaking through. You are having these patterns in relationships. And where are they coming from? It is from your foundations. And that is what you will hear some people saying generational curses, generational patterns. Those are real things. Those are real things. We may want to say that it is the devil, but how it is operating, it is really bloodline things that you are picking or that you have picked already. It is already in you. And until you come to a point where you consciously, most of the times consciously, break those things. And how do you break them? Are you going to start praying? Are you going to start fasting? Are you going to start doing rituals? You are going to reprogram your mindset. You are going to reprogram your mindset to what? To a godly mindset. When I mean a godly mindset, I am not talking on religious terms. Here I am talking in God-like mindset. What does God say about you? Or God says that you are prosperous. So you start thinking you are prosperous. You build that mindset. And that is where, like things like affirmation, you hear people saying affirmations, that is where they come in. For those who are in the church, that is where you start like repeating the word of God or what God says about you. If God says and thinks that you are prosperous, that is what you start saying to yourself. And when you are saying to yourself that one, you are building now a godly mindset on money, on prosperity. If it is health, you start speaking of health in your body. You start saying that you are healthy. You start saying that you are like fit. You come out of the generational patterns that you have seen. Because if, for example, you have seen your family being sick over and over, having diseases, having health issues, you are most of the times that have programmed you to think and to expect sickness and to expect certain things upon your body because of the foundation that you are coming from. So you start now consciously programming yourself to health, affirming of health, affirming of what you want your health or your body to be. And if you don't break those foundations, those wrong foundations, there will be your problem for the rest of your life. If you don't break those wrong foundations and you build the right foundations, there will be the source of your problems in your life. So if you have grown around money problems, relational problems, there are chances of that you are going to start manifesting those things, or even you are manifesting those things in your life. And how can you check it? Even like simple things, how you can check it. You can check the problems that your parents are going through, the problems that your great parents went through, your siblings, even your culture, even people from like your culture, even your family. You could see that you are experiencing the same things. Then you know that now here there is a foundational problem. And it is set in your mindset. It is passed down in mindset. That is why you see certain families think like this, act like this, because it is generational. It is a kind of a mindset. And to become free, you have to start breaking out of those familiar things, That is how you break. That is how you come out of those wrong foundation. If you see something in your foundation that is not godly, that you do not like, it is your duty to break it. It is your duty to break it, because if you don't, you are going to pass that generational pattern, you are going to pass it to your children. And if they don't break it, they are going to pass it over and over. And that is why generational patterns, generational curses are passed over. Even to the fourth generation, they will be passed over and over until somebody consciously comes and says that they don't want it. And they start breaking it. They start speaking now what they want, not what they have found in their generation, not what they have found in their family. Now they pick what they want. You will even find that you pick a career, like a career that it is good sometimes, but when you pick because it is a generational thing, that is how you do it. Even you could see like families, they will say like their great grandfather were in the army, their parents were in the army, themselves, their children, that is like. And if you are doing that from not a godly point, then you are just passing on generational like patterns. So be sure whatever, even if it is a career, be sure that you are not choosing it from just a mind, if you understand from an ego perspective, or from a ego wisdom, that you are choosing it from a godly wisdom. And that is where the point of praying, before even making decisions, almost every decisions, just inviting God in everything. That is where it comes in. I know people, when they hear of prayer, like they are like, no, but that is it. Connecting with God, I have said, it is part of you coming to your authentic self, connecting with God. So you have to start praying. You have to start inviting God in all those decisions, even as I have said, like even a career. Just because your family did it or they are doing it, it does not mean that is what you must do or you should do. Because if it is a generational thing, which is especially being built on fear-based energy, you are going like just to pass over and over those generational patterns. So to break a foundation that is not godly, it is a reprogramming of your mindset. It is a reprogramming of your mindset from the way your ancestors have thought. Those who went before you, those who have gone before you, it is you reprogramming your mind to come out of those patterning. Because you can be good the way you want to be good. But if you have a wrong foundation, it will always stand on your way. It will be like you are thorn on the flesh. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? So okay. Thank you for subscribing. I hope that you get really a lot of value and a lot of value from this channel. Fritz Circuit, yeah, thank you. I am from Kenya originally, but I have lived in Austria like for 15 years, or for Europe like for some years now. Yeah, so here is home. Okay, are you getting me? Are you getting me? Somebody can say if they are getting me. So if you want to break those wrong foundations, you have to start with reprogramming your mind. Reprogramming of your subconscious mind, because subconsciously you have carried patterns, you have carried beliefs from your lineage, from your bloodline, from your ancestors. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? So you have to reprogram that, to do that mindset work. And the way you are reprogramming it, I have said, although reprogramming your mindset can take time, sometimes you need somebody to guide you on that, which I do. You'll have to, but the whole thing it is about, in shortcut, you have to reprogram your subconscious mind, your subconscious patterning, whatever you have been carrying over and over, because your parents took something from their parents, then they took something, then they passed over to you, and then you have been using whatever they took as your truth. So you start reprogramming your mindset. You start reprogramming your belief system so that you come out of wrong foundation. Because no matter what you try to build and you have a wrong foundation, a spiritual foundation, like a mindset foundation, a wrong one, it will not stand. It will not stand. So it is like you'll be working hard and your money is not holding. You are really a good person, but the relationship are not sticking. It is a programming that you have that you are not seeing. So you might be thinking that it is God. I tell you, God wants you to prosper. God wants you to prosper like now, like yesterday, yeah. So it is not God. It is now you. That is where the Bible will say that you work on your own salvation. You carry your own cross. Jesus carried his, you carry your own cross. You work on your own salvation. That is how you do it. And that is where you say that you stand on the promises of God. You know that God have promised me like good health. Why am I not having good health? Then you start looking at your family. You see, like they experience this and this. God promised me a good relationship. Why am I not experiencing good relationship? Then you look at your family. You will see them from generations. It is the same thing. Then you know this is a foundational problem. This is a foundational problem. And apart from prayers that you are doing, strategic prayers that you are doing, you start reprogramming your belief system. You start reprogramming your belief system. If it is on relationship, your belief system on relationship, your belief system on prosperity, your belief system on career, your belief system about yourself. Because if you think that you are not good enough, I have said, if you think that you are not lovable in relationship, you are going to attract that. And if you are in a relationship, you can change a partner. But if you yourself, you believe you are not lovable, or you believe that you are only lovable to this kind of men or this kind of women who treat you like, let me not say it here, like, I don't want to use any word that might not feel very godly. Yeah, they are treating you, like what? Then it is not them, it is you. I have said it is your energy. It is your energy that you are carrying. Probably I have used this chart. I'm sorry, it is still coming upside down. It is my camera. Anyway, I have said if you're operating in these lower energies, most of the times you have like self-hatred, shame, guilt, all this grief. You feel, I feel guilty, I am bad. You don't love yourself. You are operating in these low energies, and you will attract this kind of relationship. You cannot attract a partner who has unconditional love for you. You cannot. And even if you attract them, you will repel them like in a second, because you'll start hating them yourself and you feel not worthy of them. You cannot hold that energy. You cannot hold it. So you have to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself spiritually. You have to start working on yourself. You come to these kind of high energies. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? So that is how you break all these foundations, wrong foundations. It is a mindset thing. That's why the Bible will say in Romans 12, you have to pull down, you have strongholds. Those are belief system. Pull them down, and you establish a godly mindset. A godly mindset says, I love myself, I like myself, I am amazing, I am a good person, so that you attract a person who sees you that way. But yeah, so it is really working on yourself and taking time. I have said, if you go to school for many years to have intellectual wisdom, what about your spirit? Like, your spirit need even more. If you are not feeding your spirit, you are not going to grow spiritually. You can be very intelligent mentally, but spiritually you are very weak and down. Your strength of the spirit is very, very weak, because you are not building it. And most of the times, the more intellectual you become, because that is mind, that the more ego you build, the more spirit, the less spirit. The spirit is compressed. Sorry. So brand new world. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Thank you for the like. I like you too. Yeah. So are you getting me? Are you getting me? Do you have a question? You can type a question if you have. So I have said, when you are growing spiritually, or when you are ascending in the spirit, like you have decided, I'm going to work on myself spiritually. When you start working on your belief system and yourself, you are going to raise your energy from the lower lower vibration to the higher vibration. You see, you are going to go higher and higher. That is what God will say, or the Bible will say, you are moving from one dimension to another, from one level to another, and you are becoming godlike. You're becoming godlike. You start walking in joy, in peace, in unconditional love. You will be accepting and loving yourself unconditionally, and also loving other people unconditionally. But if you allow yourself